Hi everyone, 5th of March is today, and we had a massive bounce on the CS, red support. You can see resistance, resistance broken, back test, and this is another back test. That internal support was broken, and not only that, the purple bottom band was broken. You can see here, yesterday was a stressful day. It wasn't stressful in the sense that I was long or anything, but I was more in the grand scheme of things, the big picture. I didn't want a bear market to start, obviously, and it is now saved by this red support. And I think NASDAQ gave a much better signal, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. So what we have here is this purple downtrend that was broken to the downside, but now it has been recovered. So where do we go from here? I think we need to maybe have a look at another channel, which could be this one. So I'm going to put this in golden color and see whether that holds. So if we, let's say, get to the golden top band, maybe pull back one more time, and then a breakout, then we clear that purple top band as well. So in no way we're out of the woods just yet, okay? And SPX cash, let me show you. Okay, I don't have the green one here, but I have the green support that was broken just recently here. And you can see the red support. It's a little bit slanted, right? It's not like as horizontal, just the ES. ES is quite horizontal rectangle, but this one is a little bit inclined and slanted. But that red support held, and it broke back into the purple downtrend, right? It broke back into the purple downtrend, but you can see that green support, okay, that, I was hoping that this green support would hold and we're going to rally to the purple top band, right? That was a double support, green plus purple. That was perfection. And I thought we're going to get to the purple and break it. But instead, we had more selling yesterday. And it then back tested the green support. Now it is a resistance, clearly. Well, again, as I said, we need to push beyond that purple top band. But also, I'm going to now, again, put that golden potential downtrend right there. And we'll see whether that holds to cause another pullback and then break out. So it's a tough picture here. I'm undecided as to whether we have more downside or we're going to go straight back up. Very hard call. So I need to wait. We need to wait for the direction, because do you know why it is also very hard? Because of the Dow Jones. Dow Jones, if you can remember, this golden uptrend was a major one, and its bottom band held many times, right? But just recently, you can see this golden support held. We bounced off and we came to the blue and black double resistance, and it then fell 1,000 points on Monday. We bounced off it a little bit, and then we cleared not only that golden support, but the black support. That's like an opening megaphone. You can see here, its bottom band is broken and even got back tested. And additionally, the green bull flag was broken to the downside, and it got back tested. So loads of supports, golden, okay, golden, black, and green. They were all broken, but most importantly, the golden uptrend is broken. The red one, which I think maybe, I don't remember if I showed it in yesterday's video, but this year is a kind of a spin-off channel, obviously. From the highs of here, March last year, this is a high of November. Yeah, this year is the low of August. So you can see this could also become a kind of a channel, but it's a spin-off golden uptrend. Okay. And the red bottom band got tested, and that's why it is bouncing. But again, this Dow Jones chart is still bearish because of those broken supports, and they're all holding as resistance. So I can't say we are in the bull mode. We need to wait and see. And if they hold, I'm afraid, I'm worried that we're going to have much more downside, especially. So this is the thing. If this blue sideways channel, right, this is a nice bull flag, but if its bottom band gets broken, then that's actually it's over. Because you can see this is the high, this is the other high. Between them, there's two lows. So this is a beautiful sideways bull flag. And we need to break that to the upside. At least we have to basically start getting there, which is not existent at the moment. It's not evident at all. So the blue bottom band is around 42,100, okay, somewhere there. And this here is Dow Jones cash. You can see also that the golden channel is broken after a few touches, and we got back tested. It got back tested. The green broken channel, that bull flag, failed, and it broke down, and it got back tested. Okay, we have the red bottom band holding right now, and we have the blue bottom band right there. So it's exactly the same picture. Okay, NASDAQ futures. Right, NASDAQ futures, okay, it is, I'm going to now a little bit more, let's say, if we want to be a bit more precise on this one, so I'm going to put that golden, so this golden support or the golden channel I've been showing for quite some time, okay, and I said this could, I mean, when it gets there, we will have to bounce strongly, which we are seeing now, almost broken, but the red bottom band held. This is the best bullish scenario here because it bounced off the red bottom band and it bounced off the golden support, even though slightly damaged, but it held. Now we need to break. I mean, this is a beautiful downtrend, 2 touches, 3, 4, 5 touches on the bottom, 2 touches on the top. So it gets to the red top band, maybe pull back, and now without breaking the golden, we break out. And that would be probably is going to start the rally to get back into the blue broken sideways channel. That was the the breakdown back test, even though it went slightly into it, came down. So it basically has to go beyond 21,200. But first of all, it has to break that red top band. Today it's around 20,750. Okay. And it may hold, we pull back one more time, and then a breakout would actually become a long entry. And NASDAQ cash is much more precise on the golden, right? 1, 2, 2 touches. This is the third touch. It also bounced off the blue support. I'd like to think that is a diagonal support from the lows of December, January, and this is February, March, okay? And the red bottom band held together. So that was a triple support of yesterday. Are we going to get to the red, pull back, and then break out? That would be awesome, obviously. It would change things very quickly. Okay. And we had this support that was broken. So we would at least go for the second back test. Okay, that black one, right? This is broken and back tested. 1, 2, 3. Broken, back tested, and it came down. So at least, I mean, if the red, this would be the second back test on it. That would be the target. Russell is slightly disappointed yesterday because 2090 was the level of golden bottom band. Remember that? And the blue bottom band. So it went straight through those supports, okay? So I'm going to actually maybe do it a little bit better now, just to be, I would like to be very precise on these. And the reason I'm going to explain why we had actually a bearish break, or at least like because of the volatility, it went way more than it should have, right? I'm going to put that blue top band, and we had the blue bottom band right there, and 2090, right, was the double support, 2087 or something, actually 2090 right there. And it pierced through and it went all the way to almost 2050. So that was another 40 points drop. It is trying to reclaim that golden. I can also argue, it's very hard to say, but I can also argue that the golden channel is this. Obviously, I'm making up a little bit of a channel now, but yeah, well, we have to live with it. It can't be everything so precise, but I would love to think that we have bottomed out on Russell. That's literally wishful thinking, really. I mean, it would be so nice to say, okay, Russell has bottomed down, and which would be, we would have the bull market return very, very strongly. So I'm going to put that golden as my platform is acting up a little bit, but yeah, that's the golden uptrend. Okay, so the top band 2-3 touches, and this was the fakie. These two, I can say they are the outliers, and the blue bottom band, this is also the outlier. So again, I'm hoping, I would like to think that we have bottomed out on Russell. Okay, and let me put it also like this. We had the red resistance, support, that was broken yesterday, and it is trying, this is not red, of course. Oh, right. I had removed a few lines, so just to be have a bit more clarity. You can see this red support was broken down and got back tested. This is the second back test. So Russell may be starting a really big run from here inside the golden uptrend. Obviously, the blue bull flag. I would like to think this is now holding. This is a small damage. FTSE is looking still good since the break of that black resistance. And you can see it had also back tested it, which is why I think it is still targeting 9,600, which is that purple long-term top band resistance. I'm going to now put this one there to say, okay, we are probably inside this red uptrend like that. Okay. That is really spectacular, right? Isn't it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clearly, it has to break that. And if it breaks that, it would get to this red top band, which is in line with my target of 9,600. DAX bounced off the golden support for the third time yesterday. 1, 2, 3. That golden resistance was broken, and it got back tested 1, 2, actually so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yesterday's low also was marked by the blue bottom band right there. So that was a massive bounce off it. Now it is getting, my target was 23,500. It's not too far from it, and it would be the double resistance, that red plus blue double resistance. And is it going to be able to break that, or is it going to roll over and fall off a cliff? That would be a very, very important level, which is at 23,600-ish. The French index, on the other hand, is also looking very bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. That green, so it's still inside the black uptrend. Yesterday's low got bought, and it is now very close to that green major resistance at 8,260. It would break that green resistance, and I think then after that it would be sky. It would be after that the limit would be the sky. Well, let's put it that way. I think then would it be able to get all the way to the red top band? Right? Could it get all the way to 9,000? I mean, break that black top band and get to 9,000 plus? That remains to be seen. TLT is slightly down today, and the initial signal was at 85. Then we broke out of the red, but I have been saying that this green downtrend hasn't really been broken just yet. So it is still a little bit tongue-in-the-cheek moment for bonds. And you can see the 10-year Treasury note, that black resistance was broken, and we are back testing it. And if it holds, I think we're going to have more upside. Commodities, so oil is still bearish because of the red broken bear flag. This is a giant bear flag. 2 touches on the top, 1, 2, 3 touches on the, actually 4 touches on the bottom, and we broke it down. Normally bear flags, when they broke down, they revisit the lows. And revisiting the low means the minimum target is 65.26. That's the minimum target. But it would then also, it would also be breaking down that purple support at 65.29, 65.30, let's say. Brent oil obviously is looking very bearish too, and I'm still holding the half short. I'm holding the long on US oil, and as a hedge, I shorted the Brent oil right here. That was the spectacular short. If you have taken it right around 74, I took it at 73.90. Then it dropped, and it touched the red bottom band, slightly bouncy. And if that red support breaks, and I think it will, we're going to at least get to the golden. That is on the Brent oil. So I'm going to put maybe on the daily just to show. Do we have... Right, hard to say, but I think minimum target is a new marginal low at the golden support, which is at 68.25. That's where I think Brent oil is going to bottom out, and we're going to start to see, we're going to rally big time. That golden resistance break was a fakie. That's why we are still selling. Gold is inside the black uptrend, I think, and it's actually inside the blue, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches. The red channel was broken and back tested. It rallied to just under 3,000, 29.50 was it? Yes. I'm a little bit under the weather since yesterday. Sorry guys if my voice is a little bit shaky today. Yeah, that blue channel, the red, the black, and if it gets to the bottom band, we may see another big rally, but is it going to get there? That's a big pullback. It may still do that, honestly. And the golden resistance has to be broken by the futures chart, right? So there is still an option to get to the black bottom band, and that would be a nice buying opportunity, really. Silver is the big guy today, and the reason, of course, is the backtest of the purple, and the black top band is now broken after the break of the blue resistance, right? I've been calling this 1, 2, 3. It's now broken. And the black top band is actually, it didn't even hold as a resistance. So this couldn't actually, would it count as a bull flag? Maybe I can do it that like this, something like a very, very sloppy bull flag on this one. So I'm going to remove that, okay? But the red and purple, and then the break of the blue. The futures chart right there, right? Green and red, then we broke the blue, then this blue resistance that short term is broken, and the red top band, that is a massive, major breakout. 2 touches on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this red bottom band. And this is a beautiful bull flag. Minimum target is 34.25. And I think once it gives way, there is again 35. I think we're going to revisit the highs of October. Okay, that is coming our way, right? And was it also a triple support, right? Just to be a little bit more. Was that a triple support? No, it actually wasn't. Anyway, we have a breakout on silver, and platinum also is breaking out. And the reason is that purple broken bear flag came down. It bounced off the golden bottom band right there. 2 touches there. First touch, this is the second touch, which confirmed it as a support. Then we rallied to the high, to the top band. Now it's broken, and it has also cleared the purple resistance. So that is very, very important. And platinum continuous futures also has cleared the golden downtrend right there. So we may get a back test, we don't have to, but if we get a back test, that would be around 962, and that would actually become a long entry. I mean, it is already bullish in my view. And obviously the target is going to be the purple, but the major one, and that's where I would buy everything platinum related, is that green resistance. Is it going to break out? We'll see. Okay. Nat gas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches on that golden top band, and it is still holding. That is crazy resistance right there. Every single time it touched a marginal high, but so far it hasn't really broken out, right? And actually this could, I mean, if you look at it this way, that is also on its own a resistance, that purple one, right? 1, 2, 3, that it tried to break it but failed. So that's the 3-touch resistance, and it is coming down today. So the danger for the bullish case is that it's going to come down and break that blue major support. And on the April contract, it is also very clear that it touched that purple top band, the purple bottom band right there. That is a resistance, and it held. That was a potential resistance. Now it became one. Okay, and I'm going to remove the golden because it made a new high, right? Now the reason, of course, there is reason to be bearish just for the short term. Is it going to backtest the red broken bull flag, which was the blue support, then the red bull flag? We broke out, backtested, got to the purple. Clearly, it needs to break that purple top band, the highs of yesterday. Then it would mean that purple resistance would also on the continuous futures would break. This year, massive move by copper, golden bottom band, almost got broken. Then the blue bull flag was broken, and then the purple giant bull flag. This is the high of February. Really, not giant, but really nice bull flag. 2 touches on both sides. So the copper is ripping. There may be some news action. I think it looks like news to me. So I think we'll at some point it's going to come back down to at least backtest that purple and golden supports, okay, and at least the purple one. But either way, I think the 450 level was actually, it turned out to be a massive support, and which I've been calling. And if you look at the May contract, the blue bull flag is broken, and it is now forcing that red top band again, and I think we'll break out. Palladium is making a big move, and I think there is a very, very good chance now eventually to break that green bull flag. It is a slightly red now, but you can see the green bottom band together with the blue, it all held. Now, if the green top band breaks, we get to the golden top band, okay? Now, euro is also ripping. You can see here, golden, the green downtrend, the internal resistance broken, back tested. It is getting to that green top band right there, approaching that green top band, really big bounce. This is not against what I have envisaged. Obviously, I was thinking golden bull flag is going to hold, but there was too many news here. But finally, it will reclaim the golden bull flag, and I think ultimately we're going to get to the golden top band, and we will smash it, and that will be the end of the US dollar strength. Pound sterling is also looking very, very strong. Similarly, blue broken support, resistance held as support again. The golden channel was broken, and that's exactly why I've been calling for pound strength. And you can see here, this is now to 128 was the target. It isn't even stopping right there. So this could be planning something a bit more steeper, right? Maybe something like this. I'm going to put that right there. Right, I'm going to put that. Now let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look together. So if that's the bottom band, the top band would be somewhere there, right? At 130. US dollar Japanese yen had already reversed at the break of the red, then break of the purple, then golden top band, then the blue support, almost back tested the blue, then the red bear flag, small bear flag is broken. We may get a back test, we may even get a little bit to 151 again. But then after that, I'm still expecting more downside. It already touched a new low inside the golden downtrend after breaking the blue support. So it is extremely bearish in my view, US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, and usually Japanese yen strength is bad for the market, but so far I don't know if it is. Yes, so far it has been not so good, but it could be something else really. This here is the DXY now, right? This is the US dollar index, and it has properly broken that red bottom band, right? That is a really big breakdown. Now, is it going to bounce off this? Actually, it didn't. That is also super bearish. You can see that black bottom band, 1, 2, 1, 2, it is now broken to the downside. So very, very bearish indeed for US dollar. Aussie dollar is now slightly up, not as much as euro or pound. And Kiwi is up again, 156.75. I'm hoping that this blue support is not going to be broken. We get to the purple and smash it. And that would be actually a long-term buy signal. And US dollar CAD is reversing, obviously. It's not going to break that green resistance. Now let's have a look at coffee. And blue and golden, sorry, red and purple and golden, they all held. Yes, it went slightly a little bit into it, but then it managed to bounce, you can see here. But there is a gap at 375 or just under 375, at 374. Excuse me. I thought it would come down, fill the gap, and then rally, but that's not what happened. Okay, it is still strong, and I think it is going to maybe stop at this blue resistance or slightly above it, fill this gap, which is at 412, right? That is a 412 gap, and then come down and then rally. And on the May contract, it's coming or approaching that gap, and I'm going to put it right there. So if it touches the blue line and if it reverses there after filling the gap, that would be a reversal. So 412, touch 412, come back down, and touch that golden button. It would be a really big down move, actually. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. It should have filled the gap very quickly. And is there another gap somewhere here? There's a little gap right there. You can see. Yeah, there's also a little gap there. I don't know. Yeah, but I think 412 is going to get filled. Maybe then it will touch that blue resistance. 412, come back down, and then later on breakout. Wheat is of course coming down after failing to break that red downtrend. And the golden channel, if its bottom band holds, we may see a big rally. So I'm just warning. And you can see May contract is already at a new low. It touched the new low. And is it going to now? It is actually off this support right there. I mean, it doesn't get, I don't have to plot it to see it. I'm just highlighting them. I could see that there is a line there before I plotted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And that purple support is holding, which is why wheat is bouncy a little bit. Soybeans is still bearish, and I think there's going to be more downside, and I would love to see it actually. I mean, I closed half of the short with 45 points, and I think there's going to be more downside, especially, let's say, I don't think it's going to get there to the red bottom top band very quickly. But if it does, then it should reverse and come down to 975, which is these gaps, okay? 975 is my target. And soybeans, my May contract is the same. Red, blue, they were all broken, and that's why it is selling off. and I think that 975 gap is going to be filled. Corn, continuous futures, reversed at the green resistance right there. Then the blue channel was broken, that bear flag. The red bottom band was a potential support. It is now a confirmed support right there. That is why we're bouncing. Slightly dented, but it is still a support now. The internal. So I'm thinking we're going to get to the internal, reverse there, and break that red bear flag as well to come down once again in a big way inside this green downtrend. So it is forming this red bear flag now. And on the May contract, you can see here, the red channels break caused this waterfall that I've been calling. If you were trading these, I think I gave really good signals. Cocoa is also looking slightly bearish, but the red bottom band yesterday was broken. Then it's, I don't know, maybe it is probably doing something that I can't very clearly see, okay? In terms of the red, it's not very nice, the bottom band, the top band here. So it's a little bit tricky here, the red channel. So I'm going to remove it, okay? But what matters here is the first the purple, then the green, and I think if the blue top band holds, we will see more downside, possibly all the way to the golden bottom band, which would be the lows of October, somewhere there around 6,750. That would be a buy signal at 6,750. And on the May contract, again, the red channel was broken down, but it is broken back into. So again, I don't know what it's trying to do, but ultimately it is the May contract. The golden bottom band is the target. That's the minimum target, which is going to be 7250, just under 7250. That will be a major support to basically start another rally, I think. So continuous is 6,750, but the May contract is higher than that, 7,250. Sugar is bouncing off the golden support again, right? That support rail, 1, 2, 3, so many touches. This is from the 2021, 22, 24, 25, and it's now right there again. And it is also trying to bounce off this triple support. Purple, blue, golden, even though slightly damaged, it is now trying to run. You can see here, very big down move, but I think it is trying to recover now. And I think if you're trading sugar, I would say, yeah, this is a buy signal. It's 1842 and the stop loss would be 1790. It's a big stop, wide stop, but that's what sugar does. It moves very, very big when it does, okay? So, and cotton obviously is not looking good at all while it made the new lows. Bitcoin is bouncy a little bit. That green support is not challenged. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And it is now getting closer to that golden top band, which may break out, and it would be a bull flag. This is the all-time high. This is a bull flag, and if it does break that golden and purple resistance duo, anything above 95,500 would be very bullish, I think. And that would take us to a new all-time high. Yes, possible. Yes. Ethereum has bounced off the red support rail. Yeah, that I was making this line as a rail, right? So initially I had this line, right? That was also precise, but this one, the highs of July 23, that one and that one. So it's kind of a, like it is a not pencil, but chalk. It's drawn by chalk, like this resistance range or support range, and it held. Now, what needs to happen, obviously, is that it has to get to the green top band, smash it, which would be the move to break back into the blue broken channel. And then I would remove that blue uptrend, because if it breaks back into it, then it is doing something that is not this blue uptrend. And I think it would get to the red top band and break it ultimately. And Binance, red, obviously, so the danger here is for Ethereum is that it can't break the green top band. It gets to the green, reverses, and really commits suicide after that. It would be terrible if it breaks the lows of yesterday, okay? And Binance is also still not really looking good. I had urged caution for Binance for a long time that it could break that red, and it did. And it really has to break 950. That would be the only way for me to get interested in Binance coin. And Doji is it is trying to bounce. So let me put this into a little bit more perspective. Maybe it is this support. I don't know. Yeah, but it is trying to bounce off this golden support zone. Let's put it that way, okay? And Zcash is up 5%. I'm not sure if it can get to that green resistance. Solana, still, the bulls defended. So it got, with Trump announcement, it got to the red and golden, almost broke that. That's like news related, of course, damage, and then came down. But the green support is still holding. So what we need to see is that it breaks the red for good and breaks the golden, and then it could get to the green. Obviously, it has to break that blue resistance as well. So that blue broken support has to be broken. Aave is slightly up, and it is now forcing its way to break back into the purple bull flag. It's a sea of green, so it is not too bad. Cardano, right? The golden top band, the golden bottom band. It is this black one, that black support. So is it going to get to the purple resistance? Anything above 160, 170, it will be a giant bull flag. A giant buy signal. That internal resistance with 4 touches, if it can be broken, I think Cardano is going to get to a new all-time high. And it may even, it looks unlikely, but that uptrend is forming. So Cardano may really rocket big time. FET, that blue downtrend is holding, right? That bottom band is holding, so FET still has a little bit of a chance. Audio is off the blue support. It is still on that blue support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. It has to break the purple and then the golden. That will be the only way, and I think there is still hope. And I'm not making anything up, as you can see. There is still hope for some of these coins. Some of them are damaged really bad. And of course, like AVAX, it has to break the green. So it's still inside the bull flag, this one, from the highs of December. You can see it's a long-term bull flag, but if it does break, I think AVAX is going to rally to take out that golden resistance. Jasmine, even like this was looking terrible yesterday since the break of that golden support. But as I said, there is still hope because of that blue bull flag. This blue bull flag was broken, but it looks still ugly because of this green uptrend's breakdown. So it will have to get to the blue and break back into the green. That is the only way. That is the only way. Hope, yes, yes. Gala, red downtrend has to be broken. And Chile's still trying to bounce off that blue support, and it has to break that red downtrend. Okay, if it breaks out, I will let you know. And you also must mimic my charts, put your lines exactly like I do, of course in logarithmic scale, right? You have to plot everything in log scale. Linear scale is useless when something like coins that going 50x, 10x, you can't see anything with the linear scale chart. And the green support on CKB, and it is probably going to try to break that wedge once again. Anything above, right, 88 or 90.95 would look amazing. And Dash is going to try that black resistance once again. And data, right? blue support, red support. It is going to break that golden support. It has to break that golden resistance. That's data, and it may be bouncing. It may be putting in another major low, just like the lows of 22, 23, 24. You see, IOTA is up 7%. It has to break that blue bull flag. DOT has to break that blue top band. It is not impossible. And quite clearly, there is a bull flag here, this purple one. Okay. Again, I didn't have to plot it to see it. It was there. And the purple top band. So if the blue one breaks and then the purple, then I think Polkadot is going to fly. And theta, right, I'm going to remove the purple, okay? What matters for theta is this green support. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This green channel is still a potential bull flag. It needs to be broken to the upside for theta to rally. GRT, red downtrend. ACH has to get to the red major resistance. COTI, blue bull flag is broken, but the golden nut is not. So that golden resistance is still on. And EOS, green, downtrend, nothing really. Algo, golden bull flag. H-bar, Hedera is trying to reclaim that blue bull flag, that failed bull flag. And Ripple, I think it's time to remove this purple because it has been breached too many times on its bottom band. So I'm going to remove that purple one. Okay. And Ripple, I think, is targeting at least around $5. And Monero is off the blue support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many touches. As long as that blue support holds and we break that black resistance, which is going to be around 250, Monero is going to fly. And CAS, golden and red. Okay, there is still a sliver of hope. Very, very little, but it has to really rally from here. FTM, obviously, is still looking very good to me. And I think ultimately it's going to get to that red top band. This correction is almost over. Is it a bull flag? Let's have a look. Not really ideal, right? The purple bottom band is smashed. I wouldn't call it a really nice bull flag. Yeah, I can't call it that. But yeah, maybe. Chainlink is off the purple support, so it has to get to the purple top band and break it out. Litecoin, it needs to get to 150 to break out. That would be the buy signal for Litecoin to get to 500. That's 3x trade. And it would be like a free money, in my opinion. If it gets to 150, 155, you buy Litecoin. And Mana is trying to bounce off the red and green. It has to break the purple. MDT is on the purple support and it's going to try to break that golden resistance. NIA is off the blue and green. It touched a new low yesterday, but it's still inside the green. So there is still a little bit of hope to break the green, first purple and then the green. OM has to break that major purple resistance and it has so much more upside. PAL ultimately can come down to the green. Pepe, not good, actually. Yeah, it's not really very, very nice that it has broken the red. I'm going to remove this one here, okay? So the blue is hanging in there, the blue support and the black, but there is, of course, major damage. And the red and golden supports have been broken. And RSR, Sandbox has to break the purple. Songbird is still, I mean, if this is going to run, it is going to be a massive one. It's at 5, and it could easily get to 10 very quickly, and then even break that golden major downtrend, right? It is a textbook downtrend right there. So, and Shiba is trying to, well, it will have to break back into the above that green and then break that purple resistance. And SKL, you can see here, that golden resistance, the green, maybe the green channel is going to be back tested. And TIA is up a little bit because of that purple support, but it still has to break that green and blue and get to the red and break it to the upside. And Toncoin not looking good at all. True is a little bit up. It's on the green support still, even though it's very badly bashed and bruised. The gold, the purple top band is at 48. So if it breaks out, I think there's going to be a rally. And Uni is still trying to stay inside the golden and the purple channel. It touched a new low yesterday. Now it has to really run to get the purple top band to break it. And Tau, right, this year is a major support, I think. And Tau is trying to bounce off the green and golden double support. And this is the one to run big if it really, it can go. If it bit tensor, that's the coin's name. And Aero, I think it would be a nice level to buy at 38 if it stays inside the blue. And Sui obviously is not looking very good because it has broken the red. But I think all in all, it still has a little bit of hope because the blue resistance is still, the blue support or broken resistance is still there. And actually, I can argue that this was the resistance and we back tested that one. So I'm going to remove the red, okay? So Sui's support, 1, 2, 3, resistance became a support right here. So if Sui bounces here and breaks this green resistance, we have big upside. And lastly, Onyx, it's trying to bounce off the blue broken bull flag. And it could get to the green top band right from here. On the 8 hourly, it's a bit more clearer. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.